Happy Halloween, everybody! Although I'm surprised that we didn't get all the Halloween episodes out. Like around this time. Well, I mean, Beast Morphers had theirs last week, except for when Halloween was the week afterwards. But I guess I just wanted to get it out of the way as soon as possible. Anyways, we're at Zero One episode 8, Ryusoulger episode 31, and Beast Morphers episode 15. Alright, starting off with Zero One. Let's see. Aruto's first checkup this time is with a nurse human gear, and here's where we actually learn a little bit about them and some of the precautions for these specific models of human gear. The human gears were originally designed to aid in the medical field, and as such, using their facial recognition technology, Aruto rightfully points out, what if somebody hacks into them and steals everybody's personal information? Which, hey, is a valid concern one of the many concerns when it comes to facial recognition tech. But Izu tells us that, human gears that were specifically designed to work at a hospital have all their personal data transferred onto a separate server in order to prevent, and were specially fit to prevent hacking, which we see when, Assassin is just, kind of a bit of a, kind of a blasé name, so because of his personality and how he just loves killing people, he's just basically a cyborg, a robot version of Crombobulus Mike from Rick and Morty. He's just like, hi, I'm Crombobulus Mike, and I love to kill people. Here's my business card. So anyways, when Mike tries to hack into a human gear at the hospital, it isn't linked up to the Metsubo Jinrai network. So before Hirobi and Jin go and do something about that, their first step is to pay Ames a little visit and raid their tech. And one of the things that Yaiba was working on is three giant human gear-like constructs called Gigas. Which Gigas are basically designed to, regain control of a mass amount of Maverick human gears. I mentioned before in how the human gears are kind of like the Mavericks from Mega Man X, although considering that, Metsubo Jinrai is targeting human gears that are basically asking, does this unit have a soul, it's kind of more apt to say that they're kind of like the Geth from Mass Effect. And in this instance, it's like an inversion of it's like an inversion of the concept of the heretic Geth, where the heretics will decide to link themselves up to swear allegiance to the Reapers. Only in this case, the Gigas are the Reapers, and basically they're not evil. Basically, the Gaia's function is to reprogram a massive amounts of rogue human gears all at once. Excuse me. Anyways, while Jin and Mike keep while Jin and Mike keep Yaiba busy, Hirobi not only goes and reprograms one of the Gigas, but also steals some of their tech, including some attaché case shooters and a new crossbow prototype, which he gives to himself and Jin. So with a Giga under their command, hacking into the network of the hospital is pretty much just a trifle, and they use it to reprogram all the medical staff human gears and basically have them go on a rampage. And why are Hirobi, and where we finally learned that Hirobi and Jin. It's not just Jin who's a human gear, but Hirobi is basically the first human gear to be a will of the Ark. Hirobi, the real mastermind behind Metsubo Jin, at least for now, the mastermind behind Metsubo Jinrai is the CPU of the Ark itself that was, basically, somehow it went nuts during the Daybreak Town incident, reprogrammed Hirobi, turned him made him into a Kamen Rider, and had him start the whole Metsubo Jinrai thing. So yes, they're basically the Ark is the Sigma virus in this case. So the three riders, the two Metsubo Jinrai riders, and Mike start to have a little scuffle, and that's when Hirobi transforms into Kamen Rider Hirobi, and that's when Izu goes completely insane and bonkers. Since, as you remember, Hirobi was the one responsible for Daybreak Town. And yeah, seeing the guy that was responsible for basically destroying his life, Izu goes on a complete and utter rampage, falling straight into Hirobi's hands, and yeah, pretty much just almost killing him. And yeah, I'm pretty sure that now that Isubu knows that Hirobi's out, Hirobi's the guy responsible. He's just pretty much going to be completely tunnel visioned on this for like the next couple of episodes. It's basically Terry Ryu and the Weather Dopant all over again. And yeah, anything else that pops up, like saving people's lives, or basically anything other than getting his horrible revenge, is pretty much going to get tossed to the wayside, tossed into the dumpster for Aruto and Yaiba to clean up. And yeah, no, pretty much if Izumu even suspects that there's a Humagear that's on the brink of, basically what I've been saying, with them asking the first question, the show refers to it as reaching a singularity. So yeah, basically any Humagear that's on the cusp of reaching that sentience, Izumu has absolutely no qualms just blasting their circuits in oil all over the floor. And yeah, Aruto's finally going to have to step in and probably deal with him, sooner rather than later, since, he believes that Humagears, basically have the potential, basically, like Yaiba said, Humagears are tools, and yeah, basically, whether they're used for good or evil depends on the ones who uses them. And yeah, they can explain to Isubu that Metsubo Jinrai is the one that's turning Humagears into Magears until the cows come home, but no, he will not be satisfied until all Humagears are in the scrap pile. So yeah, the Robo-Wist is going on a complete rampage, and yeah, pretty much going to be dying because of his hot-headed insanity. So what else is new? Alright, moving on to, speaking of Rangers with mental issues, we have ourselves Ryusoulger episode 31, where, yeah, Ko got slashed in the back after Nada revealed that he was possessed by the Geizorg armor. And although, yeah, that gash on his back comes in handy when Wiseru and Creon unleashed their newest Minosaur, which is not only a giant sky-based one, even before the guy that created it, just makes it grow. It was already huge. Okay, so yeah, it's original. The Minosaur was this Minosaur is like the size of a hot air balloon, but then it swells up to like the size of a blimp or something like that. Anyways, this Minosaur has the ability to create happy music that anybody who listens to it falls under hypnotic control and basically just forced to dance themselves into a complete exhaustion. Yeah, they'll be so focused on being happy and having a good time that they'll ignore things like being tired, hunger, until all that stuff until they just drop like flies. Although, yeah. Let's see. Canelo and Oto are immune to the Minosaur's power because they come from the ocean, their eardrums are like 3 times thicker. Which, hey, if you do any research on Aquaman other than it's the dude that talks to fish, tougher skin density, living at the bottom of the ocean, that sounds plausible. And yeah, Ko's immune to it because again, he's just focusing on the pain, brother. Focus on the pain. Oh, yeah. All right, they're taking a page from old Deathstroke. He's focusing on the pain. It drives him. It drives out all distractions, and he'll be driving to the Taco Bell to go and get that thing, a big old pile of Chipotle Smackdown. Oh, yeah. Yeah, but since the Minosaurus is airborne, none of the Kishiryu they have can reach him. So they figured they had to, get the Pterodon Kishiryu to, come out of his shell and assume his normal form in order to deal with it. And they figured that, since the previous Kishiryu were released because their shrines were destroyed, they figured that, some sort of intense physical, mental, emotional trauma or something like that would be enough to wake him, get him back to his full strength. So, basically they just tried and scared off all of a crap out of the little guy, but it doesn't work. And, to make matters worse, the Geizorg possessed Nada goes on a rampage, leaving... So Ko not only has to deal with Geizorg, but, Canelo also gets held up with Gachilius, because apparently those two have a rivalry now. So, yeah, things are pretty much going to hell in a handbasket. And yeah, but Pterodon, whatever he is, yeah, the little dude, yeah, he assumes his normal shape after Oto and him get tossed off of a building thanks to Wizaru and Creon. And yeah, and with that, he was able to freeze the Minosaur and, well, basically free the rest of the Ryusoulgers from its control. So they go into so they go into help, and yeah, while the four, so Ko takes his brand new battleizer. Yeah, he gets the Mimi Soul, I think it was. Hold on, what's it called again? Yeah, let's see here. Let's see. I know it's called around here somewhere. Oh yeah, the Hia Soul, which, yeah, I'm pretty sure this is what's going to pass for Ko's battleizer, since yeah, it lets him fly. He has ice powers, and yeah, he just uses it to go and smack Geysorg away. And yeah, where he gets his new mech and manages to destroy the Minosaur. And yeah, while the Toa and the others are dealing with Geysorg, when Toa goes to confronts Geysorg, Nana temporarily regains control. And yeah, so it's pretty clear that it's Geysorg that's wearing Nana, and not the other way around. At this point, Geysorg is just using is taking control of Nana, and so they have the Ryusoulgers now have a quest to free Nana from the armor. Basically the armor, like Nana said before, the armor. Once the armor finds a weakness, weakness in someone's heart, it uses it to crawl in there and take control. So yeah, the Minosaur's destroyed. They now have to save Nana on top of dealing with the Druidons. So yeah, the Ryusoulgers have their kind of their work cut out for them. Well, still better than what Nate had to deal with in Beast Morphers episode 15, where, yeah, he's looking for a new assistant, and, well, there was this one girl who was working in the Zord Bay, Megan, who, yeah, basically wants to take the whole enchilada for herself. Let's see. So to give Nate a little bit of a break, Zoe decides to go and see a movie. Oh yeah, they happen to run into each other at a screening of a cheesy B movie that they like, and yeah, Megan uses this to blackmail Zoe. Records it with her phone and uses it to blackmail Zoe regarding that whole Rangers can't date Rangers thing, and to basically get herself the position as Nate's new assistant. And yeah, she completely sabotages Nate's experiment with the Beast X claws, and yeah, basically she's looking to. And yeah, when Megan goes to, basically just lie to the commander's face, Zoe steps up and, basically she told her that Megan was blackmailing her to get the job as Nate's assistant, and yeah, Nate's not putting up with Megan's crap either, as he found evidence of her basically screwing around with the Beast Claws. Yeah, basically, he told her, when she doubted Nate's calculations, she sabotaged the Beast Claws by pouring a full jar of Morphex into the claws instead of just a half jar like she was instructed to. And yeah, when Megan tries to use her blackmail evidence, the commander, she's completely had enough of Megan's crap and orders the guards to toss her ass out. The commander's like, you think that blackmail and sabotage are going to get you the position of head researcher? Yeah, no, GTFO. And because of that, things don't exactly go well with the. Blaze's whole shtick this time is that he's going to try and get with he managed to make a second Tubatron to go and try and deal with the Rangers, only he's been digging around Scrozzle's stuff and has found some Fury Cells. 4 Fury Cells, which are apparently incredibly powerful energy reservoirs of energy, which he uses to power up the second Tubatron. And yes, this thing is actually strong enough to damage the Rangers' equipment and forces them to demorph. Yeah, honestly, I think it's the first time in like a long while where a monster of the week is actually posed a credible threat to the Rangers. And yet, it's a extremely valuable and precious resource that gets the job done. And yeah, when Nate and Steel are fighting against Blaze, he drops one of the Fury cells, and they use it to power up Devitt's new, well, let's just call it the Battleizer. Yeah, I'm not sure if Devitt and Zoe are going to get, well, I mean, yeah, Go Busters, all three members of the core team had, fused with their buddy roids to get themselves, well, basically just, let me see, let me see, what was it again? Buster Custom, I think it was called. Yeah, basically their custom mode. And yeah, I think they're just going to settle for Devitt getting a Battleizer because, of course. Anyways, powered up with the Fury Cell, Devitt takes care of the second Tubatron, and yes, it's apparently at the end of the episode we know that Nate and Zoe kind of share mutual feelings for each other, and they're like, okay, we're still Rangers, how are we gonna go and deal with this one? And yeah, just alright, decent episode, and I don't think we've seen the last of Megan, because somebody like that, yeah, she's most likely going to try kind of deal with Evox in order to get revenge. Or if anything, they might try and use her to like adapt Buster Pink or something like that. Either way, I think she's going to be back to cause more than a fair share of trouble for the Rangers. Just my opinion. Anyways, yeah, Zero One. Yeah, we learned that that the Orc is the Sigma virus. Ryusoulger, they're off to go and save Nada, and well, we're almost up to Beast Morphers. Just some good character development and introduction to a Battleizer. Not much to say, but again, happy Halloween. Bye bye.